Hey everyone, I'm Bryan, and today I'm going to open some retro Yu-Gi-Oh packs and a questionable box of assorted card products. I was shopping at a Target recently when I saw these boxes on the shelf and I decided to buy them. This might sound familiar as is exactly how my previous Yu-Gi-Oh video started, but this particular purchase was on a different day and a different Target store. I'll start with the Retro Pack 2 box, and this caught my attention because it looked like the kind of packaging design I used to see from when I first started playing the card game, with basically Yugi and a monster in the center. This set was originally released in August 2009, which was long after I stopped playing the game, but it was reprinted again in August 2025, so it's been out for a while. I paid about $12.50 for this box, while the MSRP is about $18. I've seen online sellers offering this box for $20 to $30 on average, which I think is kind of weird. After opening the first pack, I immediately recognized all the cards as I had used many of them in my own decks way back in the day, or had seen them used in the anime. It was interesting to see the same cards I was familiar with still being reprinted, pretty much exactly how I remember them, but then again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Does reprint cards more often than other card games. I did get a fair amount of duplicates as I opened the packs, but I wasn't expecting to pull a Dragon Master Knight card after only 2 packs. I remember seeing this card in the anime, but I don't remember if I ever saw a physical printing of it when I was still playing the game. I looked up the price of this card after I edited my video, and the range went from less than $50 to upwards of $1,000. I guess this card is worth more when it's graded, but I don't plan on doing that or selling it. I was just curious to see what other people are paying for this card. I didn't notice any defects in the printing quality of these cards compared to the previous packs I opened, but then again, I wasn't paying much attention while I was recording. Overall, I think this was an okay assortment, and it was nice seeing familiar cards again after such a long time. If I happen to see this product again, I'll be sure to buy some more. The second product I bought was something called a Mega Collector's Box. As described on the front, it contains some booster packs, sleeves, and a set of cards. This is one of those repacked products that is assembled and distributed by a third-party company, so I wasn't optimistic that I would get anything valuable. These products are usually scams, but it was only $14, so I took a chance and wanted to see what I would get. When opening the box, the first thing I noticed was that the card sleeves were loose and not in their own packaging. Many of the sleeves were creased or torn, so this was already off to a bad start. Then I noticed that there were way more sleeves than what was indicated in the box, or on the box. It said there were 20 sleeves, but obviously that wasn't accurate. After taking out some of the sleeves, I was able to reach the card packs. There were 2 packs of Millennium Gold El Dorado and 2 packs of Legendary Duelists. I knew nothing about what was included in these packs, but I assumed they weren't very valuable because they were tossed into a bargain product like this. There was one more small box at the bottom, and it contained the other 52 cards. I was going to open this first, but I was getting annoyed with all the sleeves falling out of the box, so I dumped everything out. The cards were not arranged in any particular order, and they were from many different sets. Some were first edition, and some were not. A few cards were bent or scratched, but for the most part, the bulk of the cards seemed to be in decent condition. I recognized a lot of the cards, but most of them were new to me. The majority were commons, but I got 2 rares and 2 foil cards, just like it said on the box. I opened one of the Duelist packs next, and I didn't know any of these cards, but I guess they were relevant to the character on the front of the pack. I recognized the character on the second pack, and he was an ocean-themed duelist, at least in the anime, so I wasn't surprised to see water-type cards. The gold packs were a bigger mystery to me, and I wasn't prepared to see the shiny gold border on 2 of the cards. These Millennium Gold packs were released in November 2021, and the special gold cards are just fancy reprints, but there are a few alternate art cards, at least from what I could find online. I didn't recognize any of these cards, so they didn't have much meaning to me at the moment, but if I came across these packs again, I'd be interested in getting some more. Well, that's all I have for this video. It was interesting to pick up some random Yu-Gi-Oh card products, but I need to curb my spending a little bit because I spent a lot on cards in recent weeks and I have a backlog of videos to edit. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments if I pulled something valuable that I missed, or if I got something that might be useful to play in the game. Stay tuned for other videos on card games like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Gundam card game, and a few that I'll hold off on and keep them a surprise.